Alright, it should be possible to find a 150 ping server for both. We got an air dribble only 1v1. Hopefully, well, Bluey is the defending champion. He 3-0'd Sebedam at this. I think that's the only time I ever casted one of these. ReaLize is a great air dribbler himself. So we're going to see how well he can do. It looks like we might have to reset this. Rizzo isn't on, so nope, you're wrong. There's no other good streams apart from mine and Rizzo's, really. There's got to be something that you want to watch. Oh! We did it! It was worth the wait. I told you it was possible. I knew it. I knew the server was out there. We just had to queue like 20 million times and eventually we find it. Bam. There we go. The perfect server. 160 for everybody. And you guys doubted me. You guys in the live Twitch chat at least. You guys doubted me. I hope they remember that it is in fact an air dribble only 1v1. Looks like they have remembered that. ReaLize is going to give up the first possession to Bluey. Oh! Feeling good. I knew it. It's just, it always takes forever to find this server, but eventually you get it done. Bluey trying to take down the Asian air dribble genius. When I first saw ReaLize's first montage, it had a bunch of air dribbles in them that were way, way ahead of their time, where he was... all of his air rolls looked so meaningful, for lack of a better word. Like a lot of players, they like to air dribble the ball and kind of spin behind it for no reason, but everything that ReaLize was doing, it looked like it had a purpose when he was air rolling around. Oh, that might be a unfortunate pinch goal. ReaLize has to dribble this back now, just to find space for himself. So I was very impressed, and I asked him today, are you still good at the old air dribbles? And he says that he's okay, so I'm not sure what to expect from him. Bluey, on the other hand, we all know Bluey's one of the best air dribblers in the world, so if anybody is going to show us how it's done, it is this man. He 3-0'd Sebedam last time in the air dribbling contest. That was pretty good to recover from Bluey into anything useful. The other thing to remember is this is a restrictive mode as well as a very telegraphed mode. Like, Bluey knows that the air dribbles are coming. Oh, there's a freestyle air dribble for ReaLize. I feel like he could have done a bit better with that if he stopped freestyling, tried to make his line a little bit less predictable. But if anybody's going to be good at defending air dribbles, it is these guys as well, because they're very, very acquainted with them. Oh, Bluey's going over top left, and he found it. ReaLize a bit too far into the net. 1-0 Bluey. And again, both 156 ping on US West. That is the best server to go for if you're playing Japan to UK, or Japan to anywhere in Western Europe, or Europe in general, I guess. I knew it was possible. How many... does somebody want to go back and check how many servers we had to go through before we found this one? I did try a couple of USC servers in the middle, which both didn't work. Good save by Bluey. This time in the near post. I do wonder if anybody's going to try to air dribble to the back wall and then come down off it. Is Bluey really going to try and start an air dribble off the ceiling? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. In fact, I've seen it once. I saw Squishy do it one time. He started a ceiling shot, half flipped out of it, and ended up air dribbling across the line. But I don't even think he knew about that one. That might have been a flip reset for ReaLize as well. Interesting stuff.
Hey, Johnny boy.
By the way, thank you for the Ice Man Cometh. He has cometh back with 2 month in a row subs. What a save by ReaLize. He might have just pull shotted Bluey into that. And Carvin321, new sub. Thanks for using your Twitch Prime here. Could have used that anywhere, but you decided to give it to me, and I do appreciate that. So he realizes he's got to keep this high. Oh, never mind. Field side flip for Bluey. I was going to say he has to keep this high because Bluey is in the right line. But it looks like Bluey might have just flipped by mistake. Yeah. He meant to double jump. Is a flip reset allowed? Well, it sounds pretty interesting, so I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Bluey going to start one from the ground this time. The wall, of course, in my opinion, the most advantageous place to start air dribbles because you don't need to give the ball the elevation. It already starts so high up that you've got more time to and more boost to just manipulate it from side to side. ReaLize is going to try and start an air dribble from from the ceiling as well. I am going to be so impressed if somebody can get underneath the ball from the ceiling and start lifting it and manipulating it around. Bluey trying a negative angle rebound. I don't think this is going to be the highest scoring game mode because these guys, from what I've seen so far, are both pretty good at defending air dribbles. Oh, dunks are going to play a big factor. Bluey did a great job last time in the Dominus against Sebadan, which if he does want to play in, I could arrange that. Well, that's not an air dribble, but it's certainly a good goal. We're going to watch it again. I wouldn't call this an air dribble for Bluey, but what a shot off the ceiling. Getting so much lift on that. What do you guys think? Should we be a bit flexible with the goals that we allow these guys to score? Because that was pretty good. That was pretty cool. The main inspiration for, the main thought behind creating these 1v1 modes is just to allow players more room to sort of express their creativity and show off what they can do. Very torn live audience. Not sure whether we should allow that goal. ReaLize is going for flip resets mid-air dribble. Initially everybody was saying yes, count it, then it stops. Then it started being no's. Oh, ReaLize once again gets done. This is a legitimate goal by Bluey this time, no doubt about it. I'm not sure what happened to ReaLize. Oh, he just completely jumped in the wrong direction. I'm not sure why he was facing there. One thing that I could do, guys, is I was thinking more and more about how to implement a scoring system into Rocket League where, you know, both players are allowed to score fancy goals and then the live Twitch chat has to vote for how many points the goal is worth. And I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to get somebody to make up an algorithm to track how many of any given number is written in Twitch chat, just so that if one player scores a crazy goal and then, 50 people type 9, 100 people type 10, and, 10 people type 8, that it would average out the score, and then we could figure out what that one is worth. That's something that I want to try in the future. Straw polls. Yeah, of course we could do straw polls, but that would be a little bit too slow. Oh, what has happened? Why has this server gotten so poo for Bluey? Okay, we're good. Oh, panic averted. I was really worried for a second. Chat is going to be so biased. We could get 5 independent judges as well. That would be pretty good. Where people can enter to be a judge for a day. I realize this might be his first air dribble from the ground. He's trying to go low, but Bluey's never going to let that pass. So far, Bluey looking the more threatening, and also looking like the more solid in defense. That is so sick by Bluey. He's somehow managed to reset his jump while backwards on the ceiling and still make it back to the ball. Certainly one of the most creative players in the world is Bluey. Hopefully one day he can make it into an RLCS group stage. I don't know who he's teaming with this year. I've forgotten. Oh, ReaLize trying to get right under the ball before scooping it up. Where's the video where Moses plays? You've been waiting the whole day. What lift by Bluey. The way that he manages to get underneath the ball the last second just to lift it up. Pretty impressive. We need SB on analysis. Yeah, I would love to get SB on this, on the what do you call it? The judges table. Who else would be a good judge for? Oh, Farah and Chaussette are Bluey's teammates. Okay, that's cool. That's a good team. They could definitely make group stage if they can play well as a team. Bluey with a catch at the end of the air dribble. This time he gets shut down. These guys are going for pretty high difficulty shots, not just trying to get behind the ball and squash it in. Jazer as a judge. Yep, that would be good. I wouldn't mind hosting an event like that. Sounds pretty fun. I might try and organize it. The thing is, Jazer as a judge would mean he can't play, and I'm sure he would be pretty good as a competitor in whatever we end up doing. Look at this setup by Bluey. He's already planning way ahead as they collide midair. Gets the ball on top of his car, backflips to pop it vertically, just to give himself time to get behind it, start the air dribble from the ground. if you do want to start a high bounce, if you do want to start a high bounce dribble in Rocket League, the main thing to consider is the angle of the ball when you're popping it. If you're popping the ball from the opposite angle which it is rolling, then it will bounce higher. That's because all of the momentum in one direction has been forced upward. If you're trying to pop it from, coming behind the ball, ReaLize not quite getting his first touch for his wall shots, or his ceiling shots rather. That's something that we saw from. That's the first time that we've seen Bluey try to adapt straight into the air dribble from the ball carry. Not an easy thing to do. Sis is a judge. Yeah, Sis would be a decent judge for this. Oh my goodness, like a seal, ReaLize carrying the ball on top of his car while he's almost completely vertical. Bluey tends to start off his air dribbles from deeper into his own half than ReaLize does. ReaLize wants to go straight across the halfway line most of the time. No one having much success from the ground just yet. Devo is judged. Devo would be such a great player for these kind of goals, though. Bluey will be the first to squash one in. First goal from the ground as well. ReaLize caught unaware. Not for the first time. He's just a little bit slow to react. He had space to pop that over Bluey. Bluey wasn't exactly dunking it in from above. But he might be about to win another game here. In my opinion, looking like the more threatening player. What is ReaLize going to do? He's probably going to dribble from this bounce here. Halfway line is not a bad place to start. Not a bad hitbox as well, but Bluey does well to get behind the ball. The Rizzle Sizzle judge, Moses judge, Doomsy judge. Yeah, we just want good personalities to judge a contest like that. Do you think I should organize something like that with Bad Panda? Because we had the Bad Panda poo goals contest, which I'm sure you guys enjoyed an awful lot. But we could do a Bad Panda, like, legit goals contest with a panel of judges. That's something that we could do. What do you guys think? Leave some comments, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube. But everybody in chat right now can let me know their feedback on that one. I think it would be pretty fun. Everybody is showing their best goals, and we could decide which one is the best goal.
Welcome back.
Oh, Vacanis, thank you so much, man. It's good to be back. I was, for anybody who is unaware, in New York. I was in New York to cast the Supernova Invitational. That was a lot of fun. It's casting with Kasim G. Well, Kasim G was hosting and I was casting with Quinn Lovedale. ReaLize can't let this bounce. It's going to be tricky to get it enough lift. What a play by ReaLize. Bluey drops nice shot in the chat because he knows how difficult this was to lift as high as he did. Now look at that. Crossbar and in on 0 seconds. ReaLize brings it to overtime in style. Oh, I hope we don't see a kickoff goal. That would be such a shame. It is Bluey's shot. ReaLize looks like he's going to give it to him. Holy, what an air dribble by ReaLize. He started so early as well. I was worried that he might not reach the goal, but never mind reaching the goal. He managed to reach the goal and hit the shot bar down. Vacanis, thanks you once again. That's not a minimum donation. I do really appreciate that. I do notice and appreciate that. Honest question, what is Bad Panda? Is Johnny sponsored by them? No, I'm an influencer for Bad Panda, so there's a couple of web designers and League of Rockets also involved in the video editing. Small team, but it's been a lot of fun working with those guys, making some cool events happen. If I'm realizing at this point, I would just start more air dribbles exactly as he just did, because that was pretty sick. First ball carry into air dribble goal in 2 games. But again, so smooth from ReaLize. He's going to take another game, or his first game, sorry. Just such a smooth ball carrier. It looks like he's glued to the front of his car. So many ball hits. So many connections. Bluey's thinking surely he's going to drop at any minute now, but he just goes all the way. What a play by ReaLize. The Japanese wonder kid.
Hey, Johnny boy.
Nitrocell RL, thanks for 7 months. Welcome back. I appreciate you. Yeah, thanks for all of the love, guys. Where's the score? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry. I'll put a score up. It is 1-1. For anybody wondering. Oh, well played by Bluey. I just caught that out of my peripheral vision, then the corner of my eye, as Bluey manages to get this one touch too far to the right for ReaLize to deal with. Let me just fill in this gap here. There we go. I could move this back to the OG format, but I know you guys don't like when I do that in game, so I'll just leave it as is for now. Not changed that since the NA 1v1 Invitational conclusion. This is going to be so tough to save. ReaLize had to make sure not to get dunked on there. Bluey was above the ball. But yeah, like I was saying, oh, that's so cheeky by ReaLize. Air dribble into floor pinch. She says sorry in the chat. Bluey says no problem. We did allow Bluey one very fancy ceiling shot goal earlier. Not to count. I think that should count. That's an air dribble into a floor pinch. It had an air dribble in there. I'll say it looked okay. I'll tell him it looked okay, because we gave Bluey one earlier that wasn't an air dribble. And also, there was definitely more of an air dribble in that than the one we counted for Bluey. It had a solid air dribble element, so I think that was fine.
Perhaps you could have a system with both judges and a collective vote from the Twitch audience.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Biolan Composti. Biolan Composti. Difficult name to say, but I think I got there in the end. And thanks for the 457, by the way. That's a pretty random number. I can't really work out what currency that starts it off as. Sometimes I can guess what currency a random number donation starts it off as, but that is beyond me. Don't know what that is. €5? Really? Are euros and pounds that close now? That's crazy. I didn't realize it was that close. But like I was saying, last time I streamed was before New York, so it's been almost a week. Oh, careful, ReaLize. Don't let a poo goal roll in. And yeah, I appreciate all you guys stopping by saying hi. I'm going to be going to London today to cast week 7 of the Gfinity Elite Series. And then I'll be back on Monday. Hopefully I can stream on Monday when I'm back. I want to be doing more streaming now that I've got the Supernova Invitational out the way. Because the fact that came right in between two Gfinity castings made it that I couldn't really stream very much. I could only stream twice last week, twice this week. Holy! How does ReaLize lift the ball so high from this carry? What? Is this guy insane? I don't understand how he's managing to lift it in front of himself that entire time. It's just like stuck to his car. It's incredible. It looked like he might have dropped it, but then he's like, nah, just kidding. I've got this under control. It looks like he might hit the post, but he's like, nah, no problem. I'm just gonna put this in if you don't mind. Like, this is not an accusation by any means, but it looks like he's hacking. It's so bizarre. The ball is stuck to the front of his car. It doesn't matter where he points his nose, the ball follows. I don't know how he does it. Seems to only work when he starts from the ground. That's 2 goals that he scored from ground-originated air dribbles. Oh, one Bob Ross. Thanks for the 1,000 bits, dude.
At JohnnyBoy_, I much love from a fellow Scot currently watching while at work on Byers Road.
Oh, no
Still
way.
Catching up with the bad Panda 20, but loving where the channel is heading. Keep it up, 20.
Good save by Bluey. ReaLize was almost directly behind that ball, trying to squash it into the goal. Bluey's going to try and take a leaf out of ReaLize, but look how difficult it is for him to get lift on the ball and find that top corner, which ReaLize has found twice in a row from his grind started air dribbles. Byers Road. What? I'm actually really close to Byers Road, as you might be aware, so that's pretty cool. Enjoy the stream, buddy, and enjoy work as much as you possibly can. Did I see Mitten's 250 touch air dribble? No, it sounds like there's mutator settings involved, so it doesn't really count, does it? Another good save by ReaLize, but not much that Bluey could have done to make it any more difficult for him. ReaLize, the goal is to your right, buddy. I'm sure I nearly said I'm sure he realized that. I'm sure he was aware of that. As soon as he jumped and realized, oh, I did it. I'm trying so hard not to say his name, but it's hard. It's really difficult.
Hey, Johnny boy.
Generally, Pug, thanks for 7 months. You're not wrong. 7 months of beans is right. ReaLize should be able to take game 3 here. Oh my word, he's done it in style. It looked like he might have saved his shot, but somehow he's like, no, I've not hit the crossbar with this. I need to stop it on the goal line. Oh, Bluey pull shot him. That's how. I was wondering how that ball hit the crossbar on the way in. It's because Bluey decided to bump ReaLize up there. That's so impressive. I've not seen ball carry into air dribble be so threatening for a while. Since those ball carries from ReaLize. I'll see if they want to do a ceiling shots only mode, because I'm enjoying watching these two guys play. Incredibly good mechanics. They're going to give it a go. So ReaLize did win that 2-1.